So, hello guys, it is I, the BB, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened last night, okay? Because I was perfectly prepared to have another boring night where I just work on my laptop or work on my computer and, cozy up like so. I'm always wrapped up now because in this building, like, they thought that it was finally, hey Bella, they thought that we was going to get warm weather, but it's still the 50s and they turned the damn air conditioning on. And now I'm freezing. So, like I said, I was prepared to have another boring evening at home, but my friend was like, no, let's go outside. It's going to be, so lit. So I was like, you know what? I'm done being boring. Let me go outside. And we were having a great time. We had some amazing cocktails, and the CBD started kicking in that I forgot about earlier. And if you know, I was detoxing, but I'm kind of retoxing if I'm drinking alcohol too, which I'm gonna make a video about that later. It's a lot of dead calories in this alcohol, but I'll explain it later. But anyways, so the CBD had kicked in, so I went to the bathroom. I was in there for so long that my friend had to come in to check on me for a second. And I'm like, girl, I'm good. I'm just sitting on the toilet for a second. And so when I get out, mind you, the bathroom isn't, it's spacious enough, like in the stalls, but it wasn't like really, really cramped, which is why I even felt comfortable going there. But I mean, comfortable or not, I had to go. So I had to go to the bathroom. Like I could, the nature called. So I leave out of the bathroom stall. And at this time, my friend, she's not there anymore. I didn't even know it was another person in there. This girl is there. And she said that I hit her with the door when I was washing my hands. And I was like, I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, you hit me with the door. Just had like a total attitude. This is how far God has taken me on my journey of mental health. Because I'm sitting over here trying to rationalize with this woman. I didn't even get irate. I didn't even get angry with her. I was just like, sis, why would I hit you with the door intentionally or purposefully? I didn't even see you on the other side, and I don't know you to be angry with you like that. So she is still angry and staring at me, and I'm looking at her like, what? And so then I was just, trying to make light of the situation, and she just said something like, if I was your sis, you wouldn't have did this to me. I'm like, but girl, nobody meant to do anything to you. I'm really trying to rationalize with this girl, which is what really made me mad. Cause I'm like, old Brittany would have went on 10. I'm trying to rationalize. My spirit was good. I had a good time. People was buying me drinks. I'm dancing. Music was slamming. It was Afrofusion. So it was really nice music. And I wasn't even on that type of time. But then she called me out of my name and then tried to walk off when I got a little, at that point, my energy, you got to understand when you're dealing with somebody who's Cancer, Scorpio, like you're about to feel this energy. If I get mad, like it's like the room shifts a little bit. I hear that when I get mad too, my eyes change colors, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is, but my grandma said that. So she probably felt that anger was about to click in, and that's why she walked out the bathroom at that point. But you're not just finna call me out of my name and walk out of the damn bathroom. So that's when I shifted. And I feel like the reason why I wanted to tell this story on, this platform is because there's a mental health lesson here. Because at that point, I had switched to my inner child. Like, I don't know what she was going through, but She took it out on me, and whatever door hit her, because I feel like if I hit her with a door, I would have noticed it. I mean, the door probably swung back when I left out, and she got tapped because of where she was standing, but it wasn't me hitting her with the door. And I mean, if I directly hit her when I was leaving out, I would have noticed. I just felt like she had a problem, and she felt like she could take it out on me. And then my inner child came out and was like, oh, this remind me of the bitch who said something to me because I was light skinned, So I'm just sitting over here all out of my element, and my ego kicked in, and I was ready to fight after that. And that's what I intended on doing. So I would have been the instigator of the fight at this point, because she did not put her hands on me. She walked away from me. But I was like, you said some fighting words. That's what my mind was telling me, to fight her. It wasn't even the alcohol kicked in at this point. It was my inner child, my ego. I wasn't present in the moment. I was just ready to fight. So I came out of the bathroom on good business. As soon as I saw her, when I left out the bath, I said, wait, let me dry my hands real quick. Because I need them to be nice and dry for this ass whooping I'm about to deliver. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. So I had, as soon as I saw her sitting down and I left out that bathroom, I was on good time. I was saying all kinds of fighting words at that point. I took my little fur off, which now that just reminded me, I need to wash my fur. I threw my fur on the ground. I done kicked my shoes off. I done kicked my pumps off. My toes all undone. I'm out here looking real uncouth right now. I was giving y'all bougie Hyde Park, college educated just a few minutes ago. Now I'm giving you, wild hunteds in the summertime. It was just really live. Like, it was really lit. Okay. So yeah, man. I was about to give them good hands out. I was about to deliver some hands and some feet, 2-piece with a biscuit, and she did not get out her seat at all. Again, this go to show you how far I was out of my mind, like in my inner child. I was not mentally there. So I was just like, oh, she ain't even getting up, but she think I'm punk. It was just, I can look back at it now after talking with the therapist about it and say, I didn't have to do that. Like, I knew she was a punk when she didn't want to fight me in the bathroom, because how I was raised, like, when girls want to fight you, like, a fight is finna happen. Like, I've been in fights before. Like, fights are gonna happen. But the ego in me won't even allow people to how do I say this? To even start or initiate anything that could be a fight. Because now you're making me look like a punk. I think what I need to learn is, like, if they don't want to fight you, you're not the punk. I need to sit my ass down sometimes, because I'm almost 30 and, I'm going to be rich one day and stuff like that. I can't be out here about to knock somebody's teeth out and get a lawsuit or lose my business, or what if I have kids, lose my children or something like that. So I gotta do better. But that's the type of things I realized outside of the moment, because I definitely took everything off, and I was about to be on that type of what they say, demon time, if you will. Demon time. That's what time I was on. I was not on businesswoman time at all. So yeah, so that's the story. I just felt like I'm working on my relationship with anger still, and being present in my body. I didn't do any type of breathing exercises when that girl made me mad, so I was clearly not breathing properly and all that good stuff. So the moral of the story is, guys, I'm glad that I have mental health and anger management, because that could have went bad. And why even waste time on stuff that could be bad when you can have a better day. You know, why even give things like that your energy? Like, I feel a lot better today about it than I did last night. And obviously, you know, alcohol was involved too, which always escalates a situation. So, we have to be aware of when we are in our bodies and when we are not out of our bodies. And it's hard at the moment sometimes, but there's a lesson in everything. This is why everybody needs mental health. It is such a big part of your actual health, which I talk about in the book. Hey, it's still $2. Today is the last day for the $2 holiday. I mean it this time. I'm trying to give y'all this game for the low before I start putting it on other platforms. But I'm already getting good reviews, so I'm really happy about that. Man, you done missed the whole story. Now my cousin's on the live, y'all. You done missed the whole story. I almost got into this fight. I'm about to post this on YouTube, though. I almost got into this fight in the bathroom. Not in the bathroom, but at this, you know, club venue. And then what's crazy about it, too, guys? The guy who she was with, I don't know if this was just a little boy score or whatever. He was trying to talk to me after I almost beat her up. Like, yeah, you fine as hell. You know, I'll get you whatever drink you want. You know, just don't mind her. You know, everybody was trying to calm me down. Which is not an uncommon theme when I get really angry. Like, I don't usually start anything, but by the time I get angry, I usually get angrier than the person who was angry at me. So then, you know, how you gonna start a fight with me, then call the police after I go nuts? You know, I feel like I'm justified in my crazy behavior because I didn't start it. But at the same time, what can I do? You know, I know that I've always been somebody who had a very condescending, slick mouth, and I could be pretty passive aggressive when I need to be. But, which I'm found out also from a therapist that's anger. It's regressed anger. I need to work on my anger. But at the same time, I mean, I feel like I didn't start it, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. I have to work on my anger. And, you know, health is wealth, guys. Just take care of yourselves, your mental health out here, because it'd be people, these clubs. And I mean, it wasn't a crowded club, guys. Keep in mind, everything's not even open like that. The club was far from crowded. It was such a great time. There was like barely anybody in there. I saw an old high school classmate. But, you know, some people, it could have been anywhere. She could have did this. She probably done that to anybody. She's just one of those girls who have bad attitudes. And some people with bad attitudes, they think they can talk to people any type of way, and nobody's going to do anything to them. I've seen that happen in all kind of places and before, but I just wasn't, my response was not it. I was not accepting of that type of behavior last night. So I kind of bucked up when really I didn't have to buck up. The girl wasn't going to fight me, but I was definitely letting her know I wanted to fight her. I definitely, everybody, I had security, my friend, somebody else, the dudes she was with was like, oh, calm down. Like, dudes was surrounding me by the time I got on her, because I was about to get over there and be on that with her. She wasn't getting out her seat. I was going to get her out her seat. That's where my mind was at that time. But when people started being like, oh, and you know, she's a punk, you know, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm going to calm down. It really took me a while to calm down, but now I'm completely calm. But I just can look back at it and say, girl, here you is again. You was your mama child. You got to take a chill pill sometime. Girl, you got a therapist now. You can't be bad and bougie and swinging on these peasants. You know, this girl. And she had long braids. How you got long braids trying to fight somebody? Sis, you putting your whole scalp at risk. First off, this is why I don't fight bald-headed girls. You got to have hands to fight bald-headed girls. Like, you know they can fight if they bald-headed. But you come out here with a walking liability on your head with them long-ass braids, knowing damn well if I get a hold of them and snatch them, it's going to be over for your scalp. I could literally, that's what some girls are so wicked when they fighting. That's all they aim to do, just to pull the hair out of your head. So I could pull all of this hair out of your head. You got these long poetic justice braids. And meanwhile, I'm wearing a headband wig. So good luck trying to pull my shit. And by the time I deal with you, you ain't going to be pulling nothing anyway. Because I got hands for real. I don't be trying to grab people's hair. I'm going to hit you, and then if I feel like it, I'm going to grab your hair, and I'm going to use that to drag you. You know, I was taught, my grandma taught me how to fight. She's from the West Side, okay? And she always told me, you don't be trying to fight nobody with, why the first thing I did was take my little fur off, because if somebody grab you by your coat, they can swing you by your coat, especially if you got a hood. And your hair, you got to pull your hair back. So you out here trying to fight somebody with these long ass braids on, like, sis, pipe down before somebody hang you by them goddamn braids. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, logically, she wasn't even in her right mind for me to get out of character like that. I bet if I just told her like that, like, ma'am, you really want to try to start a fight with them long ass braids? You sure you want to do that? I bet that would have shut her up, and that would have ended our conversation, and I would have felt a lot better about the situation then. But obviously, you know, I had tried rationalizing with this woman. I really didn't raise my voice or anything. And she just called me out of my name and called me a bitch and then tried to leave out. And it really made me angry. So, that was crazy. It was crazy, man. I'm just sitting over here vibing. The cocktails was slamming, you know. But, you know, that luckily that happened at the end of the night. Because for the most of the night, I was having a great time. You know, me and my friend were having a great time. So, yeah. All in all, I'm just glad for mental health. And I wanted to share this story and let you guys know that mental health is definitely a journey. Health is a journey, just like taking care of your body is a journey. Learning about yourself and getting to a greater level of consciousness and awareness and mental health is a journey too. And I'm not perfect. I'm working on it every day, man. But I'm a lot better than what I used to be. Amen.